New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been served a federal indictment on 5 felony charges.
I always knew that if I stood my ground for all of you, that I would be a target, and a target I became. For months, leaks and rumors have been aimed at me in an attempt to undermine my credibility and paint me as guilty.
There's wire fraud, there's solicitation of foreign contributions, there's bribery, there's conspiracy. This makes Adams the first sitting New York mayor to ever be hit with criminal charges. If he's convicted of all of this, he could face up to 45 years in federal prison, as well as significant fines and forfeiture of assets. Yikes. This comes on the heels of P. Diddy's indictment.
The bad boy of entertainment is getting the key to the city from the bad boy of politics.
I want to thank y'all for this honor and just recognizing me being from New York, giving me the key to the city.
Oh dear. So why are the feds coming after Adams? Looks like some alleged financial connections to the Turkish government to benefit his 2021 mayoral campaign, but some allegations point to criminal conduct going as far back as 2015 when Adams was the Brooklyn borough president. Adams has been accused of funneling illegal foreign donations through US-based straw donors, including at least 2 New York construction companies to receive public matching funds. He also allegedly received free or discounted travel benefits on Turkey's national airline from a Turkish official who facilitated the funneling of the straw donations to Adams. Adams allegedly took trips from New York to Turkey, India, France, Sri Lanka, China, and Hungary from 2015 to 2019, costing over $100,000. He also allegedly got free rooms at opulent hotels, free meals at high-end restaurants, and free luxurious entertainment while in Turkey.
Hey, big spender!
I do not see how Mayor Adams can continue governing New York City. This is what New York Congressman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said on Twitter. The flood of resignations and vacancies are threatening government function. There's been an exodus from the Adams administration, also by the city health commissioner, chief counsel, and NYPD commissioner. Just a week into the new police commissioner's tenure, the feds seized his phones and raided his home.
Just this past week, they searched the home of our new police commissioner, looking for documents from 20 years ago, just 1 week after he joined my administration. Enough.
Adams has a spotty record on foreign friendships overall. Besides Turkey, Adams had ties to the Chinese regime, National Review's Jimmy Quinn reported.
Just really excited to be here and, to say to you, Happy New Year, Gunshi Fashai, wish you many, many great years. What is this, the year of? The year of the what? The year of the what? Love it, love it.
Well, Adams had a relationship with a community group that hosted an illegal Chinese police station on behalf of the Fujian's province ministries of public security. The DOJ leveled a case against the station in 2023, but years earlier, Adams had a dinner with one of the defendants in China. And it gets worse. 5 years later, a top Adams political ally went to China with that defendant for a meeting with officials from the city.
We want to have more diversity and cultural exchange between Angulo, Fizzle, and Brooklyn and New York City.
There are 3 ways that Adams could get removed. He could resign, probably not going to do that right now. He could get suspended by Governor Kathy Hochul, or he could get convicted. Getting suspended by Hochul would be rich, because an official in her office was just accused of being a Chinese agent too. If Adams is removed, then the public advocate of the city, this is a non-voting member of the city council, would replace him as acting mayor according to the city's charter. That man is Juumane Williams, a lifelong far-left activist. Here he is in 2018.
We are going to disrupt and shut down whatever we need to do until we make people understand we are fighting to uproot the same system that Dr. King was. And I say uproot because I always want to make it clear that the system is working how it was designed to work. The people who are on the bottom were supposed to be there. We don't need to change the system. We need to uproot it and replace it.
He sounds great. Remember when Stay Woke was an actual slogan of the left? How times have changed. For just about every absurd leftist protest and policy proposal in New York over the last 15 years, Williams has been integral. Here he is leading the crowd of Occupy Wall Street protesters in 2012. Here he is being detained by NYPD officers in a protest against deportation of illegal aliens in 2018. Here he is leading a crowd across the Brooklyn Bridge and kneeling during the George Floyd protests of 2020. As a city council member, Williams has been relentless in pushing for ultra-progressive legislation. He helped pass a ban on NYPD bias-based profiling, a ban on employers asking for criminal history, and complained that NYC was opening up their schools too quickly after COVID. He also tried to pass house party legislation that would force city residents to register parties of larger than 40 people with law enforcement. That's not very defund the police of you, Williams. But despite the impending trial, Eric Adams has no plans to resign.
I have been facing these lies for months since I began to speak out for all of you and their investigation started. Yet the city has continued to improve. Make no mistake, you elected me to lead this city, and lead it I will.
Now, of course, the question is, why Eric Adams? Why now? In a city where there are operating brothels, open drug use, Chinese police stations. I mean, the city was locked down by Bill de Blasio for a year. Why are feds taking Adams down for stuff he allegedly did in 2015? But these probes suggest that he's no angel. It appears Adams will argue that he's a victim of lawfare, a sort of payback for his push against the Democratic agenda. Adams has vocally opposed the influx of illegal migrants into the city.
Let me tell you something, New Yorkers.
The migrant crisis taking on a new tone.
Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this. I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City. Destroy New York City.
That does not toe the Democratic line. He was right, obviously. Every part of the United States is now feeling the effects of the Biden administration's open border policies. To learn more about how mass migration is wreaking havoc on towns like Springfield, Ohio, click here.